Good evening, everyone, and welcome to the September 23rd, 2025 New Bern Board of Aldermen meeting. I'm going to ask our Redevelopment Commission Executive Director, Mr. Zeb Huff, if he'd deliver us a prayer this evening.
Of course. Let us pray. God of wisdom and mercy, we pause at the start of this meeting to acknowledge your presence and our need for it. Thank you for the gift of this city that we love, its people, its neighborhoods, its history, and its hope. Grant our mayor, aldermen, and staff clarity of mind, steadiness of spirit, and the courage to do what is right, not merely what is easy. Let their words be seasoned with respect and the decisions shaped by justice, compassion, and the common good, especially for neighbors who are too often unheard and unseen. Bless those who keep our city running. Guide us towards wise stewardship of resources, thoughtful growth, and long-term peace between neighbors. Where there is division, plant understanding. Where there is weariness, renew strength. Where there is need, stir generosity. And let what is done here tonight sow seeds of trust that will bear fruit for tomorrow. We offer this prayer with humility and gratitude. In your holy name, I pray. Amen.
Amen. If you're able to stand, please do so as we pledge allegiance to the flag of our country. I pledge allegiance to the flag of the United States of America and to the republic for which it stands, one nation, under God, indivisible, with liberty and justice for all. Madam Clerk, if you would, please call the roll.
Alderman Creel.
Here.
Alderman Royal. Here. Alderman Astor. Mayor Odham.
Here.
Alderman Kinsey. Alderman Best.
Present.
For the record, Alderman Astor is homesick with COVID, him and his wife. So if you would keep him in your thoughts and prayers, please. Okay, Board, next up is to approve the agenda. What's the pleasure of the Board on item number 3?
Mayor, I make a motion to approve the agenda.
Second.
I have a motion and a second. Is there further discussion? Hearing none, all those in favor say aye. Aye. Any opposed? Agenda is approved. Next is the consent agenda. What's the pleasure of the Board on items number 4 through 8?
Mayor, make a motion to approve the consent agenda as is.
Second.
I have a motion and a second. Is there further discussion? Hearing none, let's have a roll call starting with Alderman Prill.
Alderman Creel.
Yes.
Alderman Royal.
Yes.
Alderman Kinsey.
Here. We're approving the agenda by the consent agenda. Yes.
Alderman Best.
Yes.
Mayor Odham.
Yes. Motion carries. Next is item number 9, presentation by We Can Be Association for the New Bern Children's Museum and Art Center, LLC. Mr. Hughes.
Mayor, at this time I'd like to ask Karen Zacharias and Jane Dale to come up and make their presentation.
Dear community members, city officials, and neighbors, my name is Karen Zacharias, and I'm excited to introduce myself as the founder of the Children's Museum of New Bern, a new and inspiring space dedicated to the curiosity, creativity, and learning of children in our community. As a resident, educator, and parent in New Bern, I've seen firsthand how important it is to give our children a safe, enriching place to grow and explore. This museum is my way of giving back and helping to shape a bright future for our youth. The museum will feature interactive exhibits, hands-on learning zones, arts and crafts, space for workshops, field trips, and family events, all designed to spark imagination and encourage lifelong learning. But more than that, it will be a vibrant gathering place where families can connect, schools can expand their learning beyond the classroom, and children can experience the joy of discovery. Here are just a few ways the Children's Museum of New Bern will benefit our community: educational enrichment, economic impact, community building, and accessible experiences. As a part of our commitment, we're proud to be partnering with a local organization, We Can Be, that supports children with special needs. This collaboration will help ensure that our exhibits, programming, and physical space are thoughtfully designed to be accessible and welcoming to children of all abilities. Every child deserves the chance to learn through play, and this partnership is a vital step toward making that vision a reality. I look forward to collaborating with local schools, organizations, and businesses to bring this exciting vision to life. Thank you for welcoming this new chapter in our town story.
My name is Jane Dale, and I'm representing the We Can Be Association, which provides funding for equipment and out-of-pocket medical expenses, as well as different types of therapy, such as occupational therapy, physical therapy, and speech therapy for families in Eastern North Carolina. So Karen and I we've all come together thanks to Mayor Odham, who brought us together to start this effort. We would go through the slideshow, but frankly, we wanted to respect your time. It is available online, and we're aware that you guys have heard a lot about this organization, so we wanted to open up, see if you guys had any questions for us.
Sure. Does the board have questions?
So how soon are you looking to start this project?
We were anticipating an opening time around May or June. Unfortunately, things kind of get pushed back, so next year, we're hoping during the summer of next year.
So are y'all in progress right now and working?
I'm sorry?
Are you already have started your program?
Yes, sir. I filed for we do have our LLC, our 501c. We do have the building.
Once we have secured a lease for the building at 408 Hancock Street, which is the Fireman's Museum Annex, once we secure that lease, we will hit the ground running. Luckily, Foster Youth was able to show us the building, and so we were able to get some measurements, which we were able to preliminarily send to the company that we're using to build the exhibits. So we are working as fast as we can, and I think that we had was it about 15? I don't want to miss.
We did.
Yep.
Yes.
Once we kind of have some finalized plans, the company is about 15 weeks out from receiving the plans to implementation.
Very good. It sounds very, very good. The mayor shared a few things with me about that, so I'm excited with him, with you.
Good.
Thank you so much. We appreciate that so much.
Thank you so much.
Alderman Brew?
When would you be looking to have the lease start?
So our initial ask was to start October 1st, but my understanding is that the city may need a little bit more time in order to create the lease and for us to kind of agree on it. So I believe the last that we heard was October 31st, but we would be willing to be flexible with that date.
And Foster currently, is the county still under lease with the city for that building?
No, that lease is expired, so the building is empty now. And so basically, if the board is interested in entertaining a lease with them, we're just looking for direction. We'll come back at either the next meeting or the second meeting in October with a proposed lease.
And does the city have any need for use of the building in the near future that you're aware of?
At this time, no.
Okay. And would this be $1 a year lease?
So
or
this is
something similar to it?
Right. This is the request that the group has proposed for the lease.
Okay.
So we're happy to entertain whatever the governing board chooses with this.
And I think you indicated at the previous meeting that we had with you that you would be looking for like a 5-year lease?
Yes, sir.
Yes, sir.
On that. Okay. Which you may outgrow the building before that, but
We're praying so, yes.
Okay.
We hope to just grow and grow. So, but it's a perfect building, perfect spot. So it'll be amazing.
and besides the lease of the building, are you asking, or would you be asking the city for anything above and beyond that?
No, sir.
Okay.
We have an amazing amount of support and people just willing to come out and help since day one. So help with the exterior, the interior, so.
And Foster, I assume that the city doesn't have any concerns with the use of the adjacent parking lot for this proposed use?
No, sir.
Okay. Nothing further, Mayor.
Okay, any other questions? Well, thank you for coming. I know it's been a long time when you got started, and it was, I think, maybe 3 potential groups that had some interest, and you wound up with just the 2 of you, which it sounds like you've got a good partnership. So look forward to it, and I guess staff looking for direction on bringing a lease back. Anybody opposed to this being on the next agenda? Okay. All right. Thank you.
Thank you so much.
Okay, next up is item number 10, a presentation and update from the Craven 100 Alliance. Mr. Jeff Wood.
Mayor, Alderman, thank you. Again, my name is Jeff Wood. I am the Director for Economic Development for Craven County, and this evening also, more importantly, the Executive Director of the Craven 100 Alliance. Just to make sure that the folks at home know, the Craven 100 Alliance is a public-private partnership between the City of New Bern, the City of Havelock, and Craven County, and the private sector. We're celebrating our 11th year as an organization, and it's been, I've been here for about 6.5 years, been very impressed with how the organization has been ran and some of the successes. So I thought I'd pulled a few numbers. Since 2017, New Bern has invested $136,422. With those funds and additions from the county, the City of Havelock, and the private sector, where we're just finishing our 3rd campaign of just under $1.5 million, we've been able, over the last 10 years, I'll give you the last year here in a minute, so skip back a year, we've worked on 23 projects with 19 companies. That's generated somewhere over 1,400 jobs and $175 million in private sector investment into the area. We are also able to obtain about $1 million worth of grants, mainly for infrastructure and things like in the industrial park. And we were able to work on projects like helping the airport with Breeze Airlines. And so we started our campaign last year, and I was asked by our executive committee, which Foster stats on, what are our goals? And if you look at those numbers over 10 years, I thought a reasonable goal would be about a $50 million investment from the private sector over 5 years and about 500 jobs. And then we started making announcements. Project Enterprise is Chatsworth. That is a company that's been in our industrial park for about 20, 25 years. They called us last year saying that they were looking to expand overall their facilities around the United States. They realized that there was a building available beside them. The Worthwine building is what it's known for. It's a 100,000 square foot building. That building sat on the market for 6 months before they closed on it or put it under contract, which is a testament to our economy that a building that of that size moved that quickly, and they weren't the only ones that were interested in it. But that project led to $15 million investment over 5 years and 150 jobs of an organization that already has over 200 jobs in the market. This was an exciting project for us to show that we were able to take their strategic plan of growth and place those jobs here instead of them spreading it out through their entire organization. And then came Project Home, which is BSH. I hope you saw that announcement. It's very exciting. They will be closing down their facility in Tennessee and relocating those positions here. A lot of those jobs will be, positions will be held by people who are already here. They do believe there will be some engineers and management that will move here, but a lot of those jobs will be filling into the area that will be coming into their facility here in the city of New Bern, not their facility at the industrial park, the distribution center that they have there. And that will be built within their existing envelope of the buildings that they have, and at about an $11 million investment. You couple that with some smaller investments we have, such as Craven Glass expanding and buying property from the county in the industrial park and building about a 50,000 square foot building. And we're already sitting at a little over 400 jobs announced in the first 6 months of that 5 years. So I've been told by our leadership I better start thinking of some reach goals, I think is what's called, of where we might be looking at for the next few years. In addition to that, we've been working with the airport, receiving some funds from the state, particularly Commerce, which is in the Economic Development Department's budget, but Golden Leaf grants, and we have a private developer who's leased acres along the runway looking for what's known as MRO type facilities, maintenance and repair operations for aerospace, which is a great product to have. That's a multi-million-dollar investment over 10 years as well. And so we really are looking at a lot of successes over the last 10 to 11 years. I'm proud to say that our leadership, including Foster at the executive committee level, the mayor on the board, and the representatives that represent the city of Havelock, and the private sector, they come together and we make strategic investments for our cities in the county, and our budgets are passed unanimously. Our projects are looked at favorably. There's tough questions always. That's my job, and that's fine. But everybody walks in the room saying, what's the best thing we can do as far as being able to help these people make these kind of investments, creating jobs for our community. I've been doing this for 25 years. It took me 25 years to figure out how to explain economic development in one line. I brag about where I live to people who have money, so they'll make investments where I live to create jobs for friends, families, and neighbors. And I'm happy to report that your investment has been well served into the Craven 100 Alliance, and I appreciate that investment. With that, I'll answer any questions as best I can on projects that we've worked on in the past few months.
Sure. Board have questions?
Yes, thank you so much for the update, and that information is certainly very valuable. Is there a place where our citizens can access that data or that information?
Usually on our website, cravenbusiness.com. We provide that kind of information regularly. It's also on our social media, Facebook, LinkedIn, Instagram, where we try to push out some of the announcements, some of the places where some of these jobs would be available. And then always, if they're looking specifically for employment, NC Works is someone we work with closely as one of our strategic partners to be able to get the word out. And then I would also always brag about the investment that was made from Craven Community College. In addition, with the City of New Bern and Craven County, the Volt Center has been invaluable. When you talk about a company like BSH looking at trying to figure out whether or not they want to continue an investment in another state or move those things here, workforce development and sustaining that workforce is critical. So for them to make a decision like they did, we wouldn't have been able to do that without the community college and the Volt Center. So thank you for that.
Thank you, and I appreciate your investment and your leadership, and I applaud you for it.
How often do you all work with the Commerce Department from Raleigh?
For instance, the Commerce grants that I mentioned, infrastructure development funds, those come from Commerce. The state incentives for projects will come through those, and a lot of times my office manages those, building reuse grants. So we work closely with them, and we also work closely with EDP&C, which is the public-private partnership at the state level that markets things like our properties. So very closely. Talked to them this week, actually.
Do they ever come down to look at our area to share pretty much what's going on the national level as well?
Not necessarily on the national level. They do come to visit, particularly with some of the products that we're putting together to make sure that they're marketing it accurately. They can get the word out, and then they work with us in Raleigh. And then give us, I'm actually part of a group of local developers who meet quarterly with our state counterparts to talk about projects that they're seeing, the RFPs that will come in from site selectors and companies looking to invest in North Carolina. So they've been very transparent about those things that are coming through.
Okay, thank you.
Thank you.
Any other questions? Okay, thanks, Jeff.
Thank you.
Thank you.
Next up is number 11, presentation of the GFOA Certificate of Achievement for Excellence in Financial Reporting. Mr. Hughes.
The Government Finance Officers Association of the United States and Canada has awarded the Certificate of Achievement for Excellence in Finance Reporting to the City of New Bern for its fiscal year 2024 Annual Comprehensive Financial Report. This is the third consecutive year that New Bern's Finance Department has earned this prestigious honor, placing the city among only 66 municipalities in North Carolina to receive the award for 2024. The Certificate of Achievement is the highest form of recognition in the field of government accounting and financial reporting. It reflects a strong commitment to transparency, full disclosure, and going beyond the minimum requirements of generally accepted accounting principles. Achieving this award is a significant accomplishment for both the city's leadership and finance team. So please join me in congratulating Kim Oster, my finance director, and the finance staff in receiving this award. I'd like to ask the board to step down and take a picture with us.
Foster, you said there were 66 cities in North Carolina? I'm guessing Rocky Mount's not one of them, right?
Out of 552 municipalities, 66 received this award. Yes, sir.
All right.
Again, congratulations.
Yes, thank you for all hard work.
Yes, Katie.
Okay, yes it is. Board, item number 12, conduct a public hearing and consider adopting an ordinance to annex 4301 U.S. Highway 70 East. Mr. Hughes.
So in compliance with the Water and Sewer Use Agreement, DGT Ventures LLC has petitioned to annex this property in question into the city limits. The property is approximately 10.68 acres and will be developed as a car dealership. The owner does not desire annexation and is only making this request as part of the required agreement. So the board is asked to consider annexation request at this time.
The board have questions for staff before we open a public hearing.
Yes, where is this located? I know it says a roundabout area.
It's near the Taberna entrance.
Okay.
Okay. If no one has any questions at this time, I'll open the public hearing. If anybody would like to come forward, please do so at this time.
Did you vote to open it?
Yes, it's open.
Is it open? Okay.
Yes.
Thank you. Good evening, Board of Aldermen. Did you say the owner does not want to annex? I just want to make sure I got that right.
Yes, that's correct.
Okay, thank you.
Anyone else?
Yeah, I make a motion to close the public hearing.
Okay. I have a motion. We have a second. We have a second. Any further discussion? Hearing none, all those in favor say aye. Aye. Any opposed? The public hearing is now closed. Mr. Hughes says the owner does not want it annexed. I'm thinking back in my tenure on the board, I believe the only time we have not done this would be for a church that was a nonprofit, and maybe the Jordan might can help us. I think there's a veterinarian clinic that's on the opposite side of 70 that we provided services to, maybe that we didn't annex because of the distance. But I'm not aware. Is staff aware of any that we've not annexed in?
No.
Okay.
So the city will be providing electric and water and sewer?
That's right. Yes, ma'am.
What is your recommendation, Mr. Hughes?
So anytime the city has an opportunity to annex a property, especially a commercial property where it can expand our ad valorem tax base, I'm always going to recommend that to the governing board.
In favor of?
In favor, that's correct.
Okay.
What's the pleasure of the board on item number 12?
As far as taxation is concerned, if this is not annexed within the city, then we would not receive any taxes from it.
That's correct.
So
This is contiguous as well.
It is contiguous.
Yeah, just so well, this is contiguous to the existing city limits as well. So this is not a satellite.
Well, if there are no further comments or questions, I'll make a motion to adopt an ordinance to annex 4301 US Highway 70 East.
Second.
We have a motion and a second. Is there further discussion? Hearing none, let's have a roll call starting with Alderman Royal.
Alderman Royal,
Yes.
Alderman Kinsey,
Yes.
Alderman Best,
yes,
Alderman Creel,
Yes.
Mayor Odham.
Yes, motion carries. Next up is item number 13. Consider adopting a resolution approving a water and sewer use agreement for 3406 Old Airport Road. Mr. Jordan Hughes.
Good evening, Mayor, members of the board. The next agenda item is a standard water and sewer use agreement for 3406 Old Airport Road. The property owners are looking to build a single-family residential home on this parcel. Desire to connect to the city's water and sewer system since they are currently located outside the municipal limits. The ordinance requires a standard agreement. Be happy to answer any questions about the proposed use, the water and sewer connection, or the agreement.
Board have questions?
Mayor will make a motion to approve a water and sewer use agreement for 3406 Old Airport Road.
second,
Have a motion and a second. Is there further discussion? Hearing none, let's have a roll call starting with Alderman Kinsey.
Alderman Kinsey,
Yes.
Alderman Best,
yes,
Alderman Creel,
Yes.
Alderman Royal,
Yes.
Mayor Odham.
Yes, motion carries. Thank you, Jordan.
Thank you.
Next up is item number 14. Consider adopting a resolution authorizing the execution of a Resilient Coastal Communities grant contract for the Duffy Field Canal Restoration Master Plan Project. Mr. Childs.
Good evening, Board. The resolution before you is a recommendation to approve an agreement between the city and the North Carolina Department of Environmental Quality for a Resilient Coastal Communities Program grant. This grant is in the amount of $367,500. It is for planning of the restoration for a portion of the Duffy Field Canal, approximately 4,700 linear feet, which runs from Green Park Terrace east to Henderson Park, and ultimately discharging at Jack Smith Creek, which is the East Rose lift station area. If you'll recall, in approximately 2021-22, we had received a BRIC grant with a matching portion of an EEP grant. Both of those grants were either put on hold or terminated, so this is a replacement funding in its entirety for that project.
Board have questions?
George, I just want to thank you and your staff for all the hard work that you do. Couldn't do it without you. I really appreciate that because this is a dire need here with this project. So thank you.
It's a pleasure of the board on item number 14.
If there are no further questions or comments, I'll make a motion authorizing the execution of a Resilient Coastal Communities grant contract for the Duffy Field Canal Restoration Master Plan Project.
Second.
We have a motion and a second. Is there further discussion? Hearing none, let's have a roll call starting with Alderman Best.
Alderman Best,
Yes.
Alderman Creel,
Yes.
Alderman Royal,
Yes.
Alderman Kinsey,
Yes.
Mayor Odham.
Yes, motion carries. Thanks, George. Next is item number 15, appointments. I do have an appointment. I would like to reappoint Brad Jefferson to the Planning and Zoning Board. That's my motion.
Second.
I have a motion and a second. Is there further discussion? Hearing none, all those in favor say aye.
Aye.
Aye. Any opposed? Okay. Does the board have any appointments?
Yes, I have one for the redevelopment commission, Victor Dove.
Okay. Alderman Kinsey has made a nomination for Victor Dove. We have two, yes, there's two seats open on the redevelopment commission.
There's another guy that is already up there that would be eligible to remain up there. I cannot remember his name at this moment. Madam Clerk, would you happen to know that name?
Of someone who's currently up there and is eligible for reappointment.
Yes, I cannot remember his name right off the bat.
Kip Paragoy's terms expired, but he is not interested in being reappointed. It's my understanding Beth Walker, she's the other seat, and she's interested in reappointment, but only for a short time, not for a full term.
Well, let me go through my notes, and I will make the announcement on at the next meeting of the person.
Okay, so we've got a motion, but there's no second at this time for Victor Dove to be appointed to the redevelopment commission.
Oh, I second.
Okay. All right, we have a motion and a second to appoint Victor Dove to the redevelopment commission. Is there further discussion?
If I'm not mistaken, I believe Alderman Royal has a couple of individuals that she also wanted to nominate. So if we have more candidates than the two slots that are open, do we want to do that by way of a ballot?
We could do a ballot. Mr. Attorney, since we have a motion and a second, do we need to take action on this?
Yes, sir. Let me just clarify. Do we have 2 or 3 vacancies?
2.
That's Kip and Beth.
Yes.
Yeah, if you want to withdraw that motion, and then let's get the 3 names on the table, and then we can do it by ballot. Or you can play out the vote it down, and clean the slate. Either way. Or accept that vote. 3 choices: withdraw, call the question, and the positive or the negative, and see how it plays out.
Well, we can vote it down.
So you want to vote? You want to move forward?
And by withdraw, I mean withdraw so that the name could go on a list of 1 of 3.
I'm not going to do that.
Okay.
Alderman Best, do you want to keep your second on the table?
Yes.
Yeah. Excuse me? Yes.
Okay. All right. So let's have a roll call vote starting with Alderman Prill.
Alderman Creel,
I thought there was going to be a motion made for a couple of other individuals to be considered, but I'm not hearing that, so.
Since we have a motion on the floor, it is my understanding that we have to go forward with the motion from Alderman Kinsey, and then I have to turn around and make the motion after we go through the process. Am I understanding correctly?
Correct.
Yes, ma'am.
Okay, so I cannot put my names on the floor.
During discussion, you're in a discussion now, correct?
Sure. Yeah.
So if you're in a discussion, you could verbalize the names that you are reflecting on so that the board has the benefit, which might tip how they want to vote on this nominee.
And she could also try to convince the motioner and seconder if they want to pull that.
Yes, sir.
Well, I thought Alderman Kinsey just said no, he did not want to retry.
That is correct.
Okay. So you said now to go forward, but not in a motion form.
No, ma'am, you're in discussion. You're in
Discussion.
discussion, so you can verbalize the two names that you want to propose so that the full board has the benefit of other options, which may change how they vote on Alderman Kinsey's motion.
Thank you so very much, sir. The two names that I would like to consider for nomination is Mr. Reginald Jones and Mr. Curtis Stewart. They, through various grassroots organizations and alliances with community stakeholders, have been engaged in the community transformation and improvement. They have been a part of addressing public health, infrastructure, housing, and economic development in the RDC footprint. And I believe that they both possess the insight and the necessary skills that will make them an asset to the commission. Thank you.
Any further discussion? Okay, so we're
I
back,
guess it's back to me.
back to you for a roll call vote.
Yes.
And we're voting on,
I'm not voting against Mr. Dowd, but I am voting in favor of three candidates being considered maybe by way of another motion, so my vote is no.
Alderman Royal,
no.
Alderman Kinsey,
Yes.
Alderman Best,
Yes.
Mayor Odham.
No, in conjunction with what Alderman Priel said, put everybody on a ballot and let's vote.
Okay, so do we need,
Yes, sir.
make a motion that we consider by way of a ballot the three individuals who have been mentioned?
So I have a question to further complex that issue. There were more than 3 people that expressed interest, right?
Yes, and I do have ballots ready with all of those names.
Okay.
But I could mark through if you're not considering all of those.
Well,
Do you
I
want to
just,
know the names?
we've had 3 of those individuals named or nominated. The other candidates have yet to receive a nomination, so I'm comfortable just considering the 3, but don't have a problem if the board would like to consider all candidates.
But there's only 2 could be elected.
Yes, sir. So, Madam Clerk, how many names are in the hat? 3.
There are
Total.
6 new applicants plus Beth Walker, who is willing to serve again for a short time.
And have those resumes been shared with the board? Is the board familiar with all those applicants? Gotcha. So,
The only thing
with the board fully aware of all the applicants, you can make a motion as to 1, 2, 3, or 6 of those, and see where that motion goes.
I'll make a motion that the board, by way of a ballot that covers all individuals who have expressed an interest to serve on the redevelopment commission, be considered.
Second?
Okay, we have a motion and a second. Is there further discussion?
Yes.
Yes, sir.
Back again, you can only pick 2,
Yes, sir.
correct?
2 vacancies.
I'm just trying to make sure that I'm understanding too, that
Yes,
we're
sir.
not picking 6, we're only picking 2.
So, Mr. Attorney, I'm trying to think through this so we don't wind up with a tie.
Right.
Any suggestions on how we can do this and not have to go back and forth for an extended period of time?
Thank you.
No, sir. I don't have an efficient way for that, other than taking your 2 votes and seeing where things go, and then just keep breaking ties to the extent you need to.
Okay.
Mayor,
Yes, ma'am.
there was a motion still on the floor about Alderman Priel for a ballot with the 3 individuals who had been mentioned.
I took that as an amendment. Is that correct, sir?
I wasn't aware that we had a second on that
Yeah, there
motion.
wasn't.
We didn't, but it wasn't discussed.
Yeah,
There was no second.
Well,
It
then
died.
I'll
It died for lack of
withdraw
a
that original
Okay.
motion in favor of the second motion.
Okay, so we've got a motion and a second, correct? Is that what you showed, Ms. Clerk?
That's correct.
Okay. Does the board understand what the motion and the second is?
Yes. All candidates on the ballot.
Correct. Okay, all those in favor say aye.
Aye.
Aye. Any opposed? Okay, all right, so I guess you can circulate the ballots.
Thank you, sir.
Yes, sir.
Thank you, sir.
And I guess this goes without asking, but these have all been verified that they are eligible to serve, correct?
They have.
Okay.
Alderman Kinsey, you've only marked one. Would you like to mark one more?
Oh, yeah, I can do that. I guess my concept was that you only can do 2, not 6, but I got you. We on it, sir.
The two with the most votes are Reggie Jones and Curtis Stewart.
Okay.
Victor Dove had 1 vote.
So Reggie Jones and Curtis Stewart are hereby appointed to the Redevelopment Commission. Are there any other appointments?
Madam Clerk, since you only stated that Victor only had 1 vote, can you state the others as well? I think that would be
Certainly.
more fair.
Alderman Best voted for Reggie Jones and Curtis Stewart. The mayor voted for Victor Dove and Curtis Stewart. Alderman Prill voted for Reggie Jones and Curtis Stewart. Alderman Kinsey, Victor Dove and Reggie Jones. And Alderman Royal, Reggie Jones and Curtis Stewart.
Thank you.
Okay, no other appointments? Next up is the attorney's report.
Nothing to report tonight, Mayor.
City manager's report.
A few things to update you on. First is we do have 2 more bond referendum drop-in meetings. The next one is going to be on Thursday, September 25th from 4 to 7 p.m. at West New Bern Recreation Center. And our final one will be on Tuesday, September 30th from 4 to 7 at the New Bern Mall in the Center Court. So that'll give our citizens and anyone interested an opportunity to learn more about the upcoming bond referendum. Also, with the municipal election, early voting is now taking place at the Stanley White Recreation Center. That is going on through Friday from 8 a.m. to 5 p.m. Next week, it will be Monday through Friday from 8 to 5, and then Saturday, October 4th from 8 a.m. to 3 p.m., and Election Day is October 7th. The polls will open at 6:30 a.m. and close at 7:30 p.m. Last week, I was in Atlanta with the Parks and Recreation Director attending the National Recreation and Park Association Best of the Best ceremony. During that presentation, New Bern Parks and Recreation received their national accreditation for the 3rd time in a row. So they joined 231 Parks and Recreation departments across the country and 14 within the state of North Carolina to have that accreditation. So congratulations to Parks and Recreation. Also, it's that time of year again for the audit committee, so we are looking for 3 volunteers from the governing board to serve on that committee for this fall. I'd love to have some names from you.
Don't everybody speak up at once. When will that committee start?
Pretty soon. We have a meeting coming up, I believe, in several weeks. Is that correct?
Okay. And I think we wait till the next board meeting. Anything else?
Yes, road closures. I just want to let you know that the eastbound lane of Broad Street, the 700 block, is going to be closed tomorrow and possibly through the next few days. There are some damaged communication utility line issues, and so crews will be repairing that. So Colleen is sending some things out on social media and some information on the website to let folks know about that. And since our next meeting will be on October 14th, just a reminder, Mumfest is coming up October 11th and 12th, so looking forward to a good time with that. Happy to answer any questions you may have.
Board have any questions for the manager? Okay. New business, Alderman Pruill.
Nothing tonight, Mayor.
All right. Alderman Royal.
Nothing tonight, thank you, Mayor.
Alderman Kinsey.
Not tonight, sir.
Alderman Best.
Yes, I do. Board, I previously asked the board, which you approved, for funding from my ARP funds to be put for paving of some Ward 5 paving projects. I have now added some more streets to the initial project, which I'm asking the board to approve for me from my ARP funds, and an additional $101,220 to go to the Ward 5 paving project.
That's a motion. Do we have a second?
Second.
I have 3 seconds, so you can pick and choose, Ms. Clerk. Any further discussion?
Quick question for clarification. Sure. Alderman Best, are you recommending that come from the North Hill Stormwater?
Yes, yes.
All those in favor say aye.
Aye.
Aye. Any opposed? Okay.
And that's all I have, sir.
Okay. I have 2. Alderman Astor has asked that not to exceed $140,000 of his Ward 3 ARPA funding be put toward the restroom facility for the fishing pier. Is that correct?
Yes, sir.
So I would need a motion and a second for that, please.
So moved.
Second.
Have a motion and a second. Is there further discussion? Hearing none, all those in favor say aye. Aye. Any opposed? That passes. And then I would like to allocate $1,000 of Ward 6 ARPA funding for miscellaneous signage that needs to be replaced in a couple spots that I've talked to Foster about. So $1,000. Need a motion for that as well.
So moved.
Second.
All right, have a motion and a second. Is there further discussion? Hearing none, all those in favor say aye. Aye. Any opposed? Okay. That's all I had. Do we need a closed session?
No, sir.
All right, I entertain a motion to adjourn.
So moved.
Have a motion and a second. Further discussion? Hearing none, all those in favor say aye. Aye. Any opposed? We are adjourned.